My name is Cody. I am male and I got a letter, so let's check it out. Oh, it's an invite from Donald Trump to the White House. What would Beyonce do? What's going on, YouTube family? It's your boy Aydian here. In this video, I asked for your help to answer a simple question. Now, there's been a lot of talk being that Friday, January 20th is Inauguration Day for President-elect Donald Trump. A lot of people have been invited to his inauguration. A lot of celebrities and very popular people have declined. I wanted to ask you guys, the viewers, if Donald Trump called you up and asked you to come to the White House, would you go? Here's what you said.
Hi Aydian, my name is TJ and I identify as a transgender female.
Hi, I'm Peyton and I am an 18-year-old white transgender male from Ohio.
My name is Damien. I'm 15 years old, I'm Hispanic, and I'm a male.
My name is Nikolai and I'm from Vermont. I am age 22. I identify as male.
My name's Danielle. I am a 39-year-old lesbian.
Hi, my name is Oil. I'm a trans man.
So, some of you said yes for many different reasons.
Well, I would, because...
To be honest, yeah, I would definitely go to lunch with Trump.
I would go eat with Donald Trump.
Personally, I would choose to go.
Honestly, I probably would.
And then some of us said they wouldn't go.
If Donald Trump invited me to the White House, I would not go.
Donald Trump invited me to the White House. I would not go.
I would not go to Donald Trump's inauguration if invited.
No, I wouldn't. I'm not naive enough to think that I could influence that man's mind all that much.
Go to the White House, I would definitely take the chance, but in this case, I wouldn't.
I would not go.
So, some of you said yes for many different reasons. Some people said yes because they felt like the media didn't really represent Donald Trump properly.
Like, the media kind of brainwashes people and makes people think, like, other than the truth.
It's a matter of he said, she said, except for the stuff that came directly out of his mouth, which could have also been taken in a completely different context thanks to the media. I feel like the media can contort anything.
Some people said yes because they feel like everybody deserves a chance to speak for themselves.
If he truly is what people say he is, what the media sets him out to be, if he's this horrid person sometimes and can't run the United States.
I don't agree with anything that he says, but I believe that people can change.
I wouldn't turn it down only because everybody deserves to be able to speak their mind, even if I don't agree.
And some people just thought it would be really cool to go to the White House whether or not Donald Trump was there.
And just, you know, it would be a great opportunity. I don't like the guy, but, I mean, going to the White House, I mean, that would be freaking awesome.
Yes, I would go to the White House. I voted for Hillary, so I would go to the White House and completely ignore Donald Trump, take all the pictures and all the selfies just to say
I think going to the White House would be absolutely fantastic to learn about the presidents who have lived there.
It would be an awesome experience to be able to walk through history, literally. I mean, there's so much history in the White House.
Who doesn't want to go to the White House? I mean, it seems pretty cool. It's probably overrated, but whatever.
Some of us really did not feel safe in the White House that's run by Donald Trump.
If you don't support me and who I am and who I like to be, why even invite me to the White House in the first place?
I don't think I'd go to the White House because I don't think I'd feel safe being there at this point in my life.
I would accept so he could see the fear that an actual trans person faces every day when they leave their home because of the supporters that he's rallied.
A lot of us felt like he was a racist or a bigot.
He's racist, he's ignorant, like, the list can go on, I can't put into words.
Comes off as the person who would not use the correct pronouns, knowing that I'm transgender.
I do not stand for him. I did not vote for him. I don't believe in him. And I don't believe he will do the things he says that he's going to do.
I will not accept intolerance. I will not accept war. And I will not accept, for any reason, lack of equality. Everybody has to be equal.
Stand up for what we believe in and what we deserve. Equal rights.
After all, we live in the United States of America, a free nation where the president is to represent the power of the people and the voice of the people.
And some of us were pretty mad that he was even going to be our next president.
And I'd tell him everything that's wrong about him, and I'd tell him to resign from being president. Because I don't like him.
I would not go because I believe in equality in the entire human species. I don't care what your label is, your race, your status, your religion. We're all equal. At the end of my life, I'm never going to say, damn, I missed an opportunity to meet Donald Trump.
Some of us were really kind and gave President-elect Donald Trump the benefit of the doubt.
And so I would like to personally give him the opportunity to be better than who he is now.
Benefit of the doubt. It's the best thing you could give somebody. Gives them a chance to make amends or clear their name.
I really like to see what everybody is thinking when I'm in their face, because I can usually get a vibe of people. So I would want to know what him and their real intentions are.
I would have to attend, if not just to see him speak in person, because the media clips that we see can't possibly show everything.
And some of us were not so kind.
Hell no, because what I look like going to a rally hosted by a racist person. First of all, he looks a hot mess. He looks like a sun-dried raisin. That's reason one.
I would not go to the White House if Donald Trump invited me, because I would just want to blow the White House up.
Donald Trump invites me to his house, but I'm gonna go and burn all these wigs.
I'd much rather spend these next 4 years with the community. With young people, with queer and trans people of color.
So the question is, would I go if Donald Trump, president-elect, invited me to the White House? I think a part of me wants to say no, that I don't represent him. But this other bigger part of me, I think, just a little bit bigger part of me, feels like, yes, you would have to go. I would definitely go. If there's any opportunity to talk to somebody who is uneducated, who is ignorant, who is bigoted, I would love an opportunity to talk with them, one-on-one.
But if it's an event that I can do something for America and not him, yes.
Sharing my voice and collaborating with other people, communicating with other people is an opportunity to educate and to give people a new perspective that they might not have thought of before.
Just have a conversation, and I wouldn't ask him questions like, what are you gonna do for the LGBT? That's not what I would do. I would just ask him general questions about life and what he feels people deserve and why they deserve it and why he feels certain people don't deserve other things, and just kind of have actual conversation to see where his mind is, to see what ways can we agree to disagree and still get equality for everybody, because that's my main goal. And then the other side of it is like, okay, so if I went to the White House, everyone would probably be like, oh, Aydian Dowling, he's a Trump supporter. Not necessarily. It's more about the concept that sometimes we have to sit down with people we don't even really like in order to educate, in order to become aware of what people are going through. And I don't know what Donald Trump's life is like. I can definitely probably put all my money on the fact that he does not have nearly as many struggles as the rest of Americans do, but I also know that education is key. Education is key, and we don't need to just keep speaking to the people who already agree with us. We need to have conversations with the people who don't agree with us and people who have different views as us, because that's where we start to grow, and that's where we get understanding, and that's where we realize that, hey, I don't really support this group, but it's everybody's right for equality, and it's everybody's right to have the pursuit of happiness.
I would go to the White House to see Trump just to educate him as much as I could, to let him know how my family is affected.
At the end of the day, the decisions that Trump and his cabinet will make will have an effect on the American people. All types of American people. LGBT, African American, immigrant, women, men, children, everybody. Now, we also, as a people, have a louder voice, which is the best part of America. And so I am challenging everybody to take the next 4 years, get your voice to be heard, find what you're passionate about, go out and help that community that you're passionate about. That's the only way that we as a country, as a community, as a collective human race will be able to feel good, even though we may or may not agree with the person who is going to be our 45th president of the United States of America. I'm here promoting equality for once in America, and I hope that you guys also are looking for that. I want to thank everybody for their awesome videos. I was so excited to see how many people supported me and supported wanting to make this video and wanting to get their voice out there. I did my best to include at least a small portion of every single person's video. If I didn't get to yours, I'm really sorry. I did have some problems with emails, but otherwise, I want to thank you again from the bottom of my little queer heart. Thank you for participating and making this a really cool video. Alright guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.
Yes, he looks like a sun-dried raisin. That's reason one.
What?
He said he looked like a sun-dried raisin.
You look like what?
He looked like a sun-dried raisin.
That's what you said you look like?
No, that's what he said. Donald Trump looked like a sun-dried raisin.